Hey guys, check it out. You're watching Jonathan Clarke on YouTube. Oh no! It has been an absolute honor for me to create content inspired by your favorite characters from Descendants of Zombies and all these incredible moments that I got to be a part of because of you guys. You guys accepted me into this niche from the very first video that was ever uploaded here on this YouTube channel, and this YouTube channel will go on to garner the reputation of having become everybody's favorite YouTube channel of all time. And I have each and every one of you to thank, because I have no idea where I'd be out there in this really big world tonight if not for each and every one of you showing me an undeniable amount of love and support for every video that I would go on to create inspired by this niche. It is very difficult for a YouTube creator to achieve acceptance from a niche. But the Descendants of Zombies universe obviously saw something special in me from the very beginning. And I have never felt more honored to be a part of these conversations with so many incredible fans who have a different reason every single time for being a fan of Descendants of Zombies. It's just not one specific reason that jumps out for why you're a fan of Descendants of Zombies. Many of you feel passionate about the music, the incredible story, the beautiful characters, and they surely are beautiful. I gotta admit to each and every one of you, I think they're the most beautiful characters of all time. Not only because of their looks, but because of their story, and how they represented that story, and how each individual character in Descendants of Zombies were able to tell that story, and touch each and every one of our hearts. Their stories have resonated with me through the years because I can remember being a fan of Alice in Wonderland and Cinderella for over at least 30 years of my existence, because believe you me, I've been around for a very long time. And I like to believe that these original Disney princesses and these characters have resonated with new fans of this new generation of Disney, which Disney has significantly promoted for at least the last 20 years. Over the last at least 20 years, I've had the honor of being a part of a lot of generations that Disney has tried to promote, from the Hannah Montana era to the High School Musical era, which we are celebrating the 20th anniversary of this week. On January 20th, 2006, of course, we saw the first ever High School Musical premiere, and it went on to set a record for Disney Channel for the highest viewership of all time. To this day, High School Musical 2 holds the record for the highest viewership in the history of Disney Channel, with over 17.6 million viewers turning in terms of viewership. And now Descendants of Zombies is creeping up slowly but surely behind it and garnering the reputation of being the most successful and certainly one of the most revered franchises of all time, going back to how much each and every one of us have believed in it. Through the years, I've had the honor of being a part of so many incredible experiences, and experiences I know will forever and always hold a very special place in my heart. But when it comes to you guys and Descendants of Zombies, I will never forget how much Descendants of Zombies changed my life. That is something that I have forever and always held close to me, and I forever and always believe that your favorite stars of Descendants of Zombies have deserved the absolute respect and the utmost admiration for everything they meant to each and every one of you. So I simply just wanted to come through every single time that sun ever set behind me. I wanted to come through with the best reviews that you guys have ever seen or ever heard from a YouTube journalist about Descendants of Zombies. I've been on the radio for a number of years, and I've had the honor of covering a lot of times in pop culture and entertainment history. But I have never felt more honored to be a part of how much Descendants of Zombies have gone on to garner a reputation for holding a very special place in each and every one of our hearts. You all have a favorite song from Descendants of Zombies, a favorite Descendants of Zombies doll, which are beautiful, mind you. I think the Descendants of Zombies dolls are incredibly beautiful, and you guys have felt very passionate about collecting them, and I hope you continue to follow your passions through the years, because this story is far from over and we still have a long way to go. And I have never felt more excited to be a part of this story with each and every one of you, especially when it comes to the story of Victor and Nova. Nova Bright's story was something that I felt really intrigued and had never felt more honored to be a part of when it came to Zombies 4 Down in the Vampire script. It was the most beautiful script between four characters who really stood the test of time through the years, because Zed and Addison held a very special place in our hearts. And I think that Nova and Victor are well on their way to holding an even bigger place in each and every one of our hearts for many years to come. What we are setting up here for is the telling of a beautiful love story that we've never seen or heard before between a daywalker and a vampire. Of course, there have been so many people who could never make sense of what a vampire and a daywalker were for many centuries. This goes back over hundreds of years. This just wasn't a concept that was derived from Descendants of Zombies for something for us to be thrown at and felt very inadequate about or being misled about. This is a storyline for vampire history that has resonated with so many people for many centuries. When you talk about zombies, they date all the way back to the 16th century. So it goes back hundreds of years, quite a few centuries. So I think that how people find it very difficult to really understand the Descendants of Zombies story, that's kind of really understandable. Because when I was your guys' age, I thought everything that I saw on TV was real. And you're saying to yourself, hey, Jonathan Clarke, 30 years has passed since you were our guy's age, and you still think everything you see on TV is real. While that may be true, I've loved having fun with each and every one of you by telling you guys that everything that I saw on TV was real. That included vampire TV shows and movies, vampire TV shows like The Vampire Diaries. In 2010, when that series first premiered, I thought that series was real. But I did think the story was so beautiful, and I thought anything was possible. When it came to these stories about supernatural characters, I always believed in the chances of having new storylines created. So when it comes to Victor and Nova's story, it's not just going to be put forth for one movie. It's going to be put forth for a second movie and another sequel after that. They are going to be a part of our lives for many years to come, and I have never felt more excited to be a part of this generation of Disney. Because this generation of Disney was something I never ever thought I would ever have the opportunity to be a part of and join you guys in the many conversations we've had over at least a decade, because I've been uploading videos about Descendants and Zombies for over a decade, and I got to be honest with each and every one of you, I have reviewed, and I've watched all the Descendants and Zombies content that you guys have been subjected to watching, and my heart goes out to each and every one of you, because you guys have deserved far better reviews about your favorite characters, your favorite superstars, for a very long time. So I used my journalistic integrity to put together great reviews for each and every one of you, only hoping, that I was going to have the honor to go on to touch each and every one of your hearts and resonate with each and every single one of you. And lo and behold, after 2.5 years of uploading a Descendants and Zombies video at least once every day for every fan of Descendants and Zombies who ever wanted to believe in something special, who wanted to take a chance on this franchise, that's why we're here tonight. You guys are watching this video because you are a fan of Descendants and Zombies and you love people like Skye and Freya with all of your heart. And you're excited about the Stars Align World Tour, many of whom of you have your tickets for the Stars Align World Tour obviously pre-bought, and you're really excited about it. You've got your tickets in hand, so all I've ever wanted to do is support this tour, because I really do believe that this is going to be the first of many tours that Freya Skye is going to have the honor to entertain each and every one of us because of. And it has everything to do with how each and every one of you have represented Freya Skye in your own unique way. Many of you have bought your tickets in advance. There are a few select tickets still available for these events that were added in the United Kingdom, but every other date throughout the United States, throughout the 15 cities she's going to headline, have been sold out. And that's what's so incredible about Freya Skye, is that everywhere she goes, she sells out every venue. And she is going to continue to sell out many more venues and many more shows for many years to come. And I'm just so excited, and I've never felt more honored to be a part of it. Because from the first time that I saw Freya Skye, I knew she was going to be something special. She was going to resonate with each and every one of us. She was going to touch our hearts in so many unbelievable ways. And I have never felt more honored to cover her and profile her as I have many celebrities that you guys have become to know and love through the years. But when you talk about somebody like Taylor Swift and Sabrina Carpenter, I really don't believe there is any comparison, or nothing ever comes close to how much Freya Skye has resonated with her fans, because she's always taking this opportunity to take a chance on each and every one of you to get to know you for the people you are. That was more evident than ever before at the Worlds Collide Tour when they had these fantastic Q&As. I know that a lot of people who reviewed this thing on YouTube had a lot to say about the Q&As. They thought they were very poorly structured and they should have never ever happened. But that's because that's how they felt. And that's how they wanted each and every one of you to feel. From my perspective and how I chose to look at it, I thought the Q&As were very well put together. They were very well received by the fans, and I think that was so incredible. And I had never felt more honored to be a part of reviewing the Worlds Collide Tour because of all these special events that happened because of each and every one of you, and how much you guys took something special away from every venue you had the honor of attending. I could only wish to have had the honor to actually have attended the Worlds Collide Tour in person, to try my hand at crowd surfing and having the chance to meet so many incredible fans of Descendants and Zombies, to have the chance to give you guys an autograph and tell you how I truly felt about Descendants and Zombies and sharing them with you, this incredible experience. But, you know, sitting at home and watching it on YouTube was just as much of a profound honor for me, because I got to see Skye and Freya Skye perform at their best. And I have to be honest with you, I cried more than once when I saw these performances, because I took away something special from them. They deserved to be honored, and I just wanted to honor them in so many emphatic ways. I had never felt more honored to be a part of this experience, and for many years to come, I will continue to feel so honored to be in each and every one of your presence, because every day somebody new is subscribing here to this YouTube channel for its wide variety of a library of content, because there is something here on this YouTube channel for everybody. It's just not one specific topic. Originally, I had planned to create a Descendants YouTube channel that focused primarily on Descendants, and I threw some zombies videos in there for conversation and some random topics about Disney characters that I had known and loved and came to appreciate through the years. And day by day, somebody would subscribe here. You know something? One of my greatest wishes, if I ever were in possession of Aladdin's magic lamp from the Cave of Wonders, even with how dangerous it would be to acquire the magic lamp with the rising lava and the shaking ground that I'd be fearing for my life, if I had one wish to be granted by Aladdin's magic lamp, it would be that every fan of Descendants and Zombies would subscribe here to this YouTube channel. That is my greatest wish, and that would be my greatest honor. Because I have always believed that every fan of Descendants and Zombies deserves at least once in their lifetime to feel as if they were a part of something special, to resonate with the host of a show, because you guys have forever and always wanted a Descendants and Zombies podcast that felt the same way as each and every one of you. One of the greatest gifts and one of the greatest honors a YouTube creator could have bestowed upon them is having the honor to resonate with his audience, his or her audience. And I've had the honor of doing just that through the years with each and every one of you. It may have taken me a while, or maybe you're saying to yourself, hey, Jonathan Clarke, you resonated with me within the first 3 days I was watching your YouTube channel. You are such a cool guy, man. Thank you so much for making great videos about Descendants of Zombies. Well, if you are somebody who feels that way, thank you so much from my heart to yours. Because one thing I have had a profound honor and gotten so much excitement from is being able to resonate with you in ways that no other YouTube creator about Descendants of Zombies ever has. And I know there are very few people out there that commentate for you guys and present a journalistic integrity and a point of view when it comes to Descendants of Zombies. Because when you really sit back and put this into perspective, numbers don't lie. And over 250 million hours of stream time for the Zombies franchise and over 6.7 million views for Descendants on Disney Plus in its first 3 days really says a lot. It says that you guys are very passionate about your favorite Descendants and Zombie stars. You have forever and always remained loyal to this franchise, and that's what's been so incredible for me as a fan of these franchises, because every time I've ever pushed record, I speak from the perspective of a fan, because it allows you the opportunity to connect with your audience in more profound ways than ever speaking from the perspective of a journalist, which sometimes is really crazy. And to be honest with you guys, I never prepare any statements or even know what I'm going to say each time I push records to make my videos more exciting to every fan of Descendants of Zombies who may be watching this video out there in this really big universe. But you know something? Even with how big this universe seems to be on times, there is always a fan of Descendants of Zombies who loves these videos with all of her heart. Videos about Cameron Boyce, videos about Dove Cameron, videos about Sophia Carson, videos about Kylie Contrell. I can go on forever. And every single night, to be honest with each and every one of you, I look forward to our conversations, and I look forward to sharing with you my story about how I became a fan of Descendants of Zombies, or just maybe how I was a fan of Cinderella. Because I remember that 1950s classic, which we are celebrating the 75th anniversary of this coming month in February 2026. We will celebrate 75 years of Cinderella, and I got to be honest with each and every one of you, I can see and relate to a lot of people why they were everybody's favorite Disney princess, because Cinderella was somebody that you felt as if you were a part of her story, and you felt as if you belonged in that story. You felt as if you could find true love from the very first moment you ever saw Cinderella, no matter what your age. Because for over 75 years, so many people have seen Cinderella at different ages, and so many people have taken away something special each time that you've watched it. Kind of like how Descendants reminds me of the original stories of Alice in Wonderland and Cinderella. Because each time we've watched the Descendants and Zombies franchises, we've always taken away something special and something new and something innovative. And I have never felt more honored to be a part of these conversations and to share in them with each and every one of you, because I felt as if I was a fan of something for the first time ever in at least 20 years. Because I can remember being a fan of Hannah Montana and how passionate everybody was about her music. But when I think about to the Hannah Montana era, when I take you back to that era, the thing that everybody felt passionate about was the music. Was there ever really a captivating story from the Hannah Montana TV series? I think not. Was there ever really a captivating story other than the fact that Troy Bolton and Gabriela Montez, played by Zac Efron and Vanessa Hudgens, who is a big WWE fan nearly 20 years later and can't go a day without watching WWE action on Netflix? The thing is, what kept High School Musical and Hannah Montana alive and kept it resonating with each and every one of you? And you're saying to yourself, hey, Jonathan Clarke, you were a really big WWE fan yourself. You were a wrestling journalist for over 20 years. I used to watch you on YouTube. Well, if you're somebody who feels like that tonight, yes, I was a wrestling journalist, and I met every professional wrestler you could think of, every major wrestling legend, and I had fun doing it. But the most fun that I've ever had in my 25-year career as a YouTuber and a radio show host for many, many years was having the honor to actually fall into a niche that was acceptant of how I felt and was acceptant of a dream that I wanted to achieve and accomplish, that I set a goal for myself to accomplish. And because of each and every one of you, I became one of the most recognizable and one of the most revered voices in the history of Descendants and Zombies. And I have each and every one of you to thank for how you guys have felt about this YouTube channel and how you've accepted it as a part of each and every one of your lives. Because I like to believe that somewhere, somehow, I was able to resonate with more fans than ever before, and I was able to touch the hearts of every fan of Descendants and Zombies, which a lot of YouTube creators have failed drastically in doing. And I say drastically very lightly because there are many Descendants and Zombies fans who have, really wanted to see the best videos of all time, and I just wanted to be a part of these conversations, and it was something that I really took a great deal of pride and passion behind. Thank you guys so much for having made this your favorite Descendants and Zombies YouTube channel of all time. I just want to let you guys know that you will forever and always have this YouTube channel to help you make sense of everything happening for your favorite Descendants and Zombie stars, such as Freya Skye, who I've grown particularly fond of. Freya Skye is a girl who has pretty much grown on me, and if I was ever going to say anything about Freya Skye, it was going to have to be something nice. And I like to believe that somewhere, somehow, I managed to touch every heart of every fan of Freya Skye out there who may be watching this video. All I have to say to you is that if you are somebody who is really excited about Freya Skye performing at the Worlds Collide Tour, and you're ever more so excited about Freya Skye's Stars Align Tour coming up in February 2026, I want you to go and I want you to have fun. I don't want you to think about these critics that are going to be in the crowd, because for every venue that Freya Skye has currently sold out, you can't get a ticket anywhere unless somebody is selling one online. I haven't checked, so I have no idea if anybody is selling these tickets online, or if any for the UK shows that have recently been added in Manchester and London have any seats open up. But what I want you guys to do is I want you to go and I want you to have fun, and I want you to come back here and subscribe to this YouTube channel and listen to my reviews of it, because I promise you this. All throughout the month of February, we are going to honor Freya Skye, and we are going to give her something to believe in more than she has ever believed in her entire life. Because if there was ever anything that I wanted to be a part of, it was to honor your favorite stars. Just as I did for Kylie when she was crying all the time because of her political point of view, having ended up in conversations which had no business being in these conversations, and nobody had any business feeling the way they did about how Kylie Control was a Trump supporter or what have you. The thing was, I always wanted to be a part of these really resignatable conversations, and I wanted to relate to each and every one of you through sharing my story with you about how I was a Disney fan. I have had so much fun being a part of these franchises, and I have had so much fun creating the content that you guys have come to know and love and appreciate. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of each and every one of your lives, and I look forward to having many more conversations in the very near future. So if you are somebody who has never subscribed to this YouTube channel, I would love for you to subscribe. Just as I said, I would love for every fan of Descendants and Zombies to find time in hitting my subscribe button. But, the more that I think about it, I don't think there is a Descendants and Zombies YouTube channel out there that has more subscribers than what this YouTube channel has put up over at least the last 2 years. In just under less than 2 years, this YouTube channel has seen over 4,000 people hit the subscribe button. We are almost there to the 4,000 subscriber milestone, and I have each and every one of you to thank, because this happened because of each and every one of you. I pretty much just woke up one day at random and said, okay, I'm going to upload videos about Descendants. And then I threw some conversations up about zombies, and then it just resonated with everybody. But you know something? As a YouTube creator, the greatest feeling that anybody could ever have is knowing that you resonated with so many wonderful people, and you had the honor of touching their heart. Because if a YouTube creator can never seem to touch the heart of a fan of whatever they're talking about, then they pretty much failed the attempt of ever uploading a YouTube video. All I've ever wanted to be is a part of something special. And it happened. I got to be a part of something special because of each and every one of you. And I can never seem to say thank you enough for how much I've been able to touch the hearts of every fan of Descendants and Zombies who may watch these videos every night. If you are somebody who has always and forever came back to this YouTube channel for great reviews, great insights, and great predictions that I have shared in with each and every one of you about Descendants and Zombies, because you may have believed in Freya Skye and you may have believed in Kylie Control with all of your heart, once again, ladies and gentlemen, There is nothing wrong with ever having been a fan of Descendants of Zombies. I have never felt more honored to be a part of these franchises and shared in these experiences with each and every one of you, and I will never forget any of you because of it. Thank you so much for allowing me to have been a part of each and every one of your lives and have represented you as your voice of Descendants of Zombies, because it means the world to me knowing that I've touched the heart of even just one fan of Descendants of Zombies out there. I can remember a time when this YouTube channel had 5 subscribers, but no longer. This YouTube channel has gone all the way from 5 subscribers to almost 4,000, and it happened in less than 1 year. I've been on YouTube for a very long time, hosting a lot of different YouTube shows with a very different concept. But this concept is something that has held a very special place in my heart, and I have never felt more honored to be a part of these conversations with every fan of Descendants of Zombies out there who has believed in this channel and who may have believed in me. Thank you so much for allowing me to have been the hero of Descendants of Zombies and to have represented you as your voice of Descendants of Zombies, and I look forward to many more conversations we are going to have in the foreseeable future. If you are somebody watching a Jonathan Clarke on YouTube video for the first time ever, hi, it is my honor to meet you, and I would love for you to be a part of these conversations, and I would love for you to join me on this incredible journey. I have never felt more honored to be a part of these conversations with each and every one of you. Thank you so much for having made this your favorite Descendants of Zombies YouTube channel of all time, and thank you so much for having watched this video.